Hello friends, now in this lecture we will start new concept, that is division algorithm for polynomials. Division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, here we'll see that how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. So let us see first what algorithm is. See, if px and gx are two polynomials two polynomials such that g of x is not equal to 0, then we can find two more polynomials. Then we can find two polynomials qx and rx such that px is equal to qx into gx, or px is equal to gx multiplied by qx plus rx. Okay, where degree of rx is always either less than or equal to the degree of gx. Okay, where degree of rx is less than or equal to degree of gx. Okay, here px is called the dividend polynomial, gx is called the divisor polynomial, qx is called the quotient polynomial, and rx is called the remainder polynomial. So px is equal to dividend polynomial, gx is equal to divisor polynomial, qx is equal to quotient polynomial, and rx is equal to remainder polynomial. So we can say, according to division algorithm, dividend polynomial is equal to divisor polynomial multiplied by quotient polynomial plus remainder polynomial. So this is the division algorithm theoretically. Now we'll see how to apply this to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. But first of all, note it down. Okay, now we will see some questions based on this. We'll see how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. Okay, so, and which points we have to take care while performing this division. So very first question, divide the polynomial divide the polynomial px by polynomial gx, divide the polynomial by the polynomial gx by the polynomial gx. Okay, now in this first one we will see we have px and gx. So let us see. Here we have px is equal to 4x cube plus 6x square, 4x cube plus 6x square minus 8x minus 40, minus 8x minus 40, and gx is equal to x minus 2. Okay, so let us see how to divide this. See, the very first thing that you have to take care while dividing px by gx, see, first we'll draw this type of skeleton. Okay, here inside we do write this px, but when we do write this px, we have to take care that it should be in standard form. Standard form, the form in which the powers of the variable are in decreasing order. For example, here first we have 4x cube, then 6x squared, then minus 8x, then minus 40. So powers are in already in decreasing order. So I'll take it as it is. Okay, 4x cube plus 6x square minus 8x minus 40. Also you have to check whether gx is in the standard form or not. That means when you write polynomial px and polynomial gx, that means dividend and the divisor both must be in their standard form. Okay, so that was the first step. Now, so here I wrote the dividend polynomial, here I wrote the divisor polynomial. Now we have to obtain the terms of the quotient polynomial. For that, what we have to do, see, I'm performing that thing over here. However, that is not difficult, but as this is the first question, so to get the first term of the quotient, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. To get the first term of the quotient, what we have to do? First term of the dividend upon first term of the divisor. That means 4x cube upon x. So when I simplify this, this x will cancel out with this, and here by cancelling I will get x square. So ultimately I will get 4x square. Okay. Or in other words, you can see that what should you multiply in x to get 4x cube? What should you multiply in x to get 4x cube? So answer will be 4x square. Either do this way or this way, you will get the same thing. So here we got the first term of the quotient. So that I can say is my second step. Okay, after writing the dividend and the divisor polynomial in the correct format, the first term, that I will divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the quotient, divisor, to get the first term of the quotient. After this, what I have to do? Now this 4x square you have to multiply in x as well as in 2. That means after obtaining the first term of the quotient, you have to multiply that term throughout the divisor polynomial. So 4x square into x gives you 4x cube. 4x square into minus 2 gives you minus 8x square. Okay, now we'll use the same thing as we use in the general normal division. So now we'll subtract this from this, and for the subtraction what I will do, see, this is positive. Actually what I have to do, this complete minus this. So when I open the bracket, the sign will get changed. So here after opening the bracket, final sign of this term will be minus, so I am writing here minus, and final sign of this term will be positive. In other words, you can say you have to interchange the sign of these terms. Now this is plus 4x cube, this is minus 4x cube, they will cancel out each other. This plus 6x square, and this is plus 8x square, so this gives you 14x square. Now what next? Now see here, there are two terms in the divisor polynomial. So now this is going to be the new dividend. After subtraction, whatever expression you will get will be the will be considered as the new dividend. Now as there are two terms in the divisor, there must be minimum two terms. In this dividend there must be two terms. One term we have already over there, after adding we got that term. Now we need one more term, so we'll bring down this term with its sign. That means I will bring down minus 8x. Even though if you write minus 40, it doesn't matter, but ideally you have to check that as there are two terms in the divisor, so there must be two terms in the new dividend. Okay, so here this is the new dividend. Now what? Now again same thing. Now again we need a term in the quotient polynomial. So what we have to do? We have to divide the first term of the new dividend by the first term of the divisor. Okay, every time we have to follow the same method. That means every time to obtain the terms of the quotient polynomial, we have to divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. In other words, you have to think what should we multiply in x to get 14x square. So answer is 14. So here you can check 14x square upon x. So answer is 14x. Okay, x and x will cancel out, and that is positive as well. So here you have to put write the next term with the sign 14x. Now again you have to follow the same method. As we got the term of the quotient polynomial, I'll multiply this term with these two terms. That means both the terms of the, or all the terms of the divisor. So 14x multiplied by x is 14x square. 14x multiplied by minus 2 is minus 28x. So here minus, here plus. Again this will cancel out. Okay, now minus 8x plus 28x. Okay, minus 8x plus 28x gives you minus 8x plus 28x gives you 20x. Okay, 28 minus 8 is 20 and positive sign. Now again, as I told you, there must be two terms in the there must be how many terms? The equivalent to or equal to the terms that are in the divisor polynomial. In divisor polynomial there are two terms, so in new dividend there must be two terms. One term is already present there, will bring down one more term, that is minus 40 in this case. Now again I will follow the same method. I will divide the first term of this new dividend by the first term of the divisor. That means here I do write 20x divided by x. So what I will get? 20 plus 20. So I do write plus 20 over here. Now 20 multiplied by x gives you 20x, and 20 multiplied by minus 2 gives you minus 40. Now when you subtract this, here minus, here plus, this will cancel out, this will cancel out. So here you will get 0. All terms are cancelled. So here I can say this was the dividend polynomial, this was the divisor, this was the dividend polynomial, this was the divisor polynomial, and here that this is considered as a quotient polynomial and remainder polynomial is 0. So here I will conclude that. Okay, whenever you get a question for division algorithm or division algorithm, okay, here you can conclude with this qx, that is quotient polynomial. Here qx is equal to 4x square plus 14x plus 20, and rx remainder polynomial is 0. Okay, remainder polynomial is 0. So I hope this is clear to you. So note it down, then we'll see one more question. Again I will explain with the same method for your better understanding. So first of all, note it down. Okay, now next question is 16x cube plus x square. Second question, px is equal to 16x cube plus x square minus x plus 1 minus x plus 1, and g of x is equal to 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. Okay, so here we have to divide this px by gx, so we'll start with the same. That means first of all I'll draw this skeleton. Okay, this way. Here I do write the dividend polynomial 16x cube plus x square minus x plus 1, keeping that thing in a mind that these must be in the decreasing order of the power of the variable. Yes, it is in that format, 3 2 1 0. Okay, now here again this is in that form, 2x minus 1. So just now we'll start finding the terms of the quotient polynomial. For that, again I'm giving you the steps. That means to get the first term of the quotient, divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. Okay, so this gives you 8x square. Or I gave you another way, think about a number that you should multiply in 2x to get 16x cube. So again your answer will be 8x square. Now after obtaining the first term of the quotient, we have to multiply that term of the quotient with each term of the divisor polynomial. So 8x square into 2x gives you 16x cube. Okay, then 8x square minus 1 gives you minus 8x square. Now over there we have to subtract after this, and for that I told you have to change the sign. As it was positive, I took it negative. As this was negative, I took it as positive. Now this plus 16x cube and this minus 16x cube will cancel out each other. Here x square plus 8x square, so this gives you 9x square. Okay, now as there are two terms in the divisor polynomial, I must have two terms in the dividend polynomial. For that I took down one term. One term was already there. I took one more term from the original dividend, so minus x. Now again I have to think in that way, what should I multiply in 9x square to get 2x, or I will divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the first divisor. Here I will get 9 upon 2x. Okay, because it is not possible to cancel them, 9 and 2 are not divisible, or I can write 4.5x, so better to write 9 by 2x. So this is the second term of the divisor polynomial, 9 upon 2x. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to multiply 9 by 2x with 2x and minus 1. So that can be done orally, but as it is in the fraction, so I am showing that calculation over here. I have to perform this 9 by 2x multiplied 2x minus 1. So 9x by 2 into 2x minus 9x by 2 into minus 1. So this 2 and 2 will cancel out. So here I do get 9x square, and over here minus and minus plus 9x by 2. Here I will get 9x by 2 plus 9x by 2. Sorry, minus 9x by 2. Okay, this is the positive. 9 by 2x minus 1, so positive. Okay, now over here I'll find the difference again with the same method. So here I'll make it negative and I'll make it positive. This will cancel out. Now over here what actually I have, 9x by 2 minus x, isn't it? I have this 9x by 2 minus x. This is positive, this is negative. So here I have to do with the help of the taking LCM of the denominator. Here 2, 9x minus 2x. So I'll get 7x by 2. So here I do write 7x by 2. Okay, now definitely I will bring down one more term from the dividend polynomial or the original dividend polynomial. So this is my new dividend. Now again I have to write one term over here. Okay, and to obtain that term, what I have to do? I have to divide the the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. That means I have to perform this actually. 7x by 2 divide by 2x. Okay, or 7x by 2 multiplied by 1 upon 2x, or in other words I can say 7 by 4. This x and x will cancel out. So next term over here I should write that will be 7 by 4. Okay, now again after obtaining that term I have to multiply. What I have to do? I have to multiply this 7 by 4 with these two. Okay, so again for your convenient I am doing this separately. However, that should be done orally. 7 by 4 into 2x minus 1. This gives you 7 into 2x by 4 minus 7 by 4. Here I can cancel 2. So I will get 7x by 2 minus 7 by 4. So here I do write 7x by 2 minus 7 by 4. Okay, so when I subtract, this will be minus, this will be plus. This will cancel out. Okay, positive 7x by 2, negative 7x by 2. Now here I have 1 plus 7 by 4. Okay, 1 plus 7 by 4. So 1 plus 7 by 4 gives you, here LCM will be 4. 4 plus 7, that is 11 by 4. So here I do get 11 by 4. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So first of all note it down, then I will explain you this once again. Okay, so before I move to the next question, let me explain you this once again. Okay, however the method is same. The very first step, that you have to write this dividend polynomial and the divisor polynomial in the standard form, which are by default in the standard form in this particular question. So I wrote that. Then to obtain the first term of the quotient polynomial, you have to divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by this divisor. That means here I did 16x cube upon 2x, that gives me 8x square. So that will be the first term of the quotient. I wrote over here, then 8x square multiplied by 2x multiplied by minus 1. That gives me 16x square minus, 16x cube minus 8x square. Now we have to change the sign. So this positive, I took it negative, this was negative, so I took it positive. This plus 16x cube minus 16x cube cancel out each other. Here plus x square plus 8x square gives me 9x square positive. Then I took one term from the original dividend over here to make it two terms. Why two terms? Because there are two terms in the divisor polynomial. Okay, so after that again I follow the same method. Now first term of the dividend polynomial is 9x square and first term of the divisor polynomial is 2x square. 2x. So that gives me 9x by 2. Okay, 9x by 2 is the next term of the quotient polynomial. I wrote over here. Now according to method, now I have to do this 9x by 2 multiplied by this. So 9x by 2 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So that gives me 9x multiplied by 2x upon 2. So I cancel these two, and ultimately I got 9x into x, 9x square, and when I multiply with this, so I will get minus 9x by 2. So I wrote minus 9x by 2. Okay, after this again I have to do subtraction. For that, as it was positive, I took it negative. As this is negative, I took as positive. So plus 9x square minus 9x square cancel out. Now here minus x and plus 9x by 2. So for that I did this positive 9x by 2 minus x. Okay, plus 9x by 2 minus x. So on subtraction, here I will get 9x minus 2x by 2, that is 7x by 2. So here I wrote 7x by 2. Now I took 1, that the last term over here. Okay, now 7x by 2 plus 1. Again I have to check what should be the next term of the quotient polynomial. For that, I'll divide the first term of the dividend, that is 7x by 2, by the first term of the divisor. So 7x by 2 divide by 2x, that is 7x by 2 into 1 upon 2x. Here x and x cancel, 7 by 4. Now 7 by 4 multiplied by these two. Okay, so again 7x by 2 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So here this will become 7x by 2 into 2x minus 7x by 2. This 2 and 2 I can 7x by 2. Okay, here actually 7x by 4. Okay, so this cancel out. So 7x square by, when you multiply you will get 7x square by 2. Okay, 7x square 7x by 2. This is 7 by 4. Okay, 7x by 2. Okay, and when I multiply with this, I will get 7 by 4. 7 by 4 into this is 7 by 4. So minus 7 by 4. Now 1 plus 7 by 4 gives you 11 by 4. So this is the final solution. So here we'll conclude what is the remainder and quotient polynomial. So after this you have to write just one line. Thus first I do write that quotient polynomial. This quotient polynomial qx is equal to 8x square plus 9 upon 2x plus 7 by 4, and Rx, that is remainder polynomial, is 11 by 4. So here I can say remainder for polynomial is linear polynomial. In the previous term, remainder polynomial was zero polynomial. Okay, and here quotient polynomial is a quadratic polynomial. So that is all about this. Just do write, note down these two lines, then we'll come to the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, px is equal to px is equal to minus 3x cube. Px is equal to minus 3x cube plus 4x square plus 4x square minus 7x plus 2x raised to 4 plus 4, and g of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1, x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so it is minus 3x cube plus 4x square minus 7x plus 2x raised to 4 plus 4, and this is divisor polynomial x square minus 2x plus 1. Now over here, if you observe carefully, this is not in the standard form because 2x raised to 4 is written over here. So I have to take it at the first term because this is the maximum power, and I have to write these polynomial in their standard form. Okay, as well as you can observe this time the divisor polynomial is not a linear polynomial, unlike first two question. Over here divisor polynomial is a quadratic polynomial. So let us see its solution. Definitely I will start with the same. First I do write this x square minus 2x plus 1, and over here for division purpose I do write that this polynomial in the standard form. That is, first I do write 2x raised to 4 minus 3x cube plus 4x square minus 7x plus 4. Okay, now I have to follow the same method. So to obtain the first term of the quotient polynomial, I'll divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by divisor polynomial. So here I'll get 2x square. Okay, so here I do write 2x square. Now 2x square multiplied by x square gives you 2x raised to 4 minus 4x cube plus 2x square. Okay, as I told you, after obtaining the first term of the quotient polynomial, you have to multiply that throughout the divisor polynomial. So 2x square into x square, 2x raised to 4. 2x square multiplied by minus 2x minus 4x cube. Then 2x square into 1 is 2x square. Now over here I will subtract. So here minus sign, plus sign, and minus sign. Okay, so this will cancel out. Minus 3x cube plus 4x cube gives you just x cube, 1x cube. 4x square minus 2x square is 2x square. Okay, now as I told you, in the dividend polynomial, how many terms should be there? Equal to the terms which are in the divisor polynomial. So there are 3 terms in the divisor polynomial, so we must have the 3 terms over here as well. So 2 terms are already there, so I will bring down 1 term, that is minus 7x, and then I will follow the same method. Now to obtain the next term of the quotient polynomial, I will divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. So this gives me x. So plus x I do write. Now x into x square gives me x cube, x into minus 2x gives me minus 2x square, and x into 1 is going to give me plus x. So here it will be minus, here it will be plus, here it will be minus. Okay, x cube minus 2x square plus x. So this will cancel out. 2x square plus 2x square, 4x square minus 7x minus x minus 8x, and then again I'll bring down 1 term because I need 3 terms over here. Why I need 3 terms over here? Because 3 terms are in the divisor polynomial. Now again, to obtain the first term of the next term of the quotient polynomial, I have to divide the first term of the dividend polynomial, that is 4x square by the first term of the divisor polynomial, that is x squared, that gives me 4, that is plus 4. Now 4 into x square, that is 4x square, 4 into minus 2x, that is minus 8x, 4 into 1, that is plus 4. Now again I do the same thing, I will subtract this minus, this will plus, this will minus. So this will cancel out because 4x square minus 4x square. Here minus 8x plus 8x cancel out, plus 4 minus 4. So ultimately here I will get 0. Now one thing more, this whatever I am doing over here to obtain the terms of the quotient polynomial, this is not the part of the solution. This I am doing just for your convenience. Okay, you are not supposed to show this as a solution. You can do it in rough. Okay, so here I can conclude with two things. Thus what I will get, quotient polynomial is equal to 2x square plus x plus 4, and remainder polynomial is again 0. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now next question is ten x raised to 4 plus 8x square, 10x raised to 4 plus 8x square plus 6x plus 3 plus 6x plus 3, and g of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6, x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, 10x raised to 4 plus 8x square plus 6x plus 3, and g of x equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. So okay, so we have to start by writing the dividend and the divisor polynomial in their standard form. Now over here one thing more that I am going to tell you. See, definitely this divisor polynomial is in standard form only. Now you can see the dividend polynomial, although it looks like in a standard form because it is in the decreasing order of the x, but after the 10 into x raised to 4, there must be a term of x cube. Similarly, after 10x square, okay, only one term is missing. We can say there isn't any term containing x cube. And as I told you that we have to write the dividend and the divisor polynomial in the decreasing order of the power of the variable, and here there isn't any term of x cube, so in that case we must include one term of x cube with 0 coefficient. Let me tell you how. See, first definitely I do write 10x raised to 4 plus, now here there must be a term of x cube, so as there isn't any term of x cube, so I do write 0x cube. Either I do write plus 0x cube or I do write minus 0x cube, doesn't matter, but there must be a term. Why that term should be there, that will get when I solve this further. Okay, now next is 8x square, then next is 6x, then finally it is plus 3. Okay, so here again we have to follow the same thing. That means to get the first term of the quotient, we'll divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. That means here I'll get 10x raised to 4 upon x, that gives me 10x cube. Okay, sorry, it is x square, so I'll get 10x square. Okay, so I do write 10x square over here. Okay, that was the first, or I can say second step after writing the terms in the decreasing order of the power of the variable. Okay, so 10x square. Now I'll multiply 10x square with these three terms. So 10x square into x square gives me 10x raised to 4. Then 10x square minus 5x gives me minus 50x cube. Now suppose there, if I don't write this term, then you may get confused that where this term should be written, because if you write minus 50x cube just below that, then these two terms won't be like, and you might get confused while subtracting them. So that's why I insist that if you find any term missing in the order, include that term with the 0 coefficient. So minus 50x cube. Okay, now 10x square into 6, that is 60x square, 60x square. Now here I will subtract. Okay, so here it will be minus sign, here it will be plus sign, here again it will be minus sign. So my plus 10x raised to 4 minus 10x raised to 4, this will cancel out. 0x cube plus 50x cube, so that is definitely 50x cube only. 8x square minus 60, so minus 52x square, and plus 6x, as there must be three terms because there are three terms in the divisor polynomial as well. Okay, now again to get the next term of the dividend polynomial, I do divide the first term of the to get the next term of the quotient polynomial, I divide the first term of the dividend polynomial by the first term of the divisor polynomial. So here I will get 50x. Okay, here I will get plus 50x. Plus 50x into x square gives you 50x cube. 50x cube. Then minus 550. Sorry, minus 250. Okay, 50 multiplied by 5, 250 x square, and then 300 x plus 300 x. Okay, now again I will subtract in the similar way. Here I do write minus sign, here I do write plus sign, here I do write minus sign. Now 250x square minus 52, so this gives you 198x square. And over here I will get minus 296x. Now I'll take down the final term, that is 3 over here. Okay, so now here it should be 198, because I can say in this way 198x square divided by x square, so this gives you 198 only. So 198x square minus, now here 198 into 5, 198 multiplied by 5. 990. So here I do write 990x, then 198 into 6, 198 into 6. Okay, I think it should be that. Okay, 1188 plus 1188. Now over here again I will subtract. So here minus plus minus. This will cancel out. Here 990x minus 296x. Okay. So here you have to subtract this 9 minus 296 from this. Okay, 990 minus 296. So here it should be 694. 694, and over here minus 694x, and here minus 1185. Okay, so that should be the final answer. So please note it down. Okay, here there should be actually 294. Okay, so here it will be 696. Okay, so and here definitely we can conclude qx is equal to 10x square plus 50x plus 198, and rx is equal to 696x minus 1185. Okay, here I stop division because this degree of this remainder polynomial is less than the degree of the divisor polynomial. Okay, so now please note it down. Okay, now we'll see one more question. We have to divide x raised to 4 plus 4. Px is equal to x raised to 4 plus 4, and gx is equal to x square plus x plus 1. X square plus x plus 1. Okay, so let us see. Again, we will follow the same thing. That means first of all, we do write the dividend and the uh, divisor polynomial in the standard form. So here it is already in the standard form, x square plus x plus 1, and over here this we have to write in the standard form. So as I told you that they should be in the decreasing order of the power of x. So here we have x raised to 4, then x cube is not there, x raised to 2 is not there, x is not there, and directly we have the constant term. So we do write x raised to 4 plus 0 x cube plus 0 x square plus 0x plus 4. We'll add all these three terms which are missing according to the standard form. Now definitely we'll start with the same thing. We'll divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor to obtain the first term of the quotient. So x raised to 4 upon x square gives you x square. So here I do write x square. Now x square multiplied by x square gives you x raised to 4. X square multiplied by x gives you x cube. Then x square multiplied by 1 gives you x square. Now I'll subtract these. So here I do write minus, minus and minus. So this will cancel out. Now 0x cube minus x cube gives you minus x cube. Similarly 0x square minus x square gives you minus x square. Now I have to bring down one term from the original dividend. Why? Because there are three terms in the divisor. So for that I need three terms here as well. Two terms are already there. So I'll bring down that 0x over here. Okay, now next, to obtain the next term of the dividend polynomial, next term of the quotient polynomial, I'll divide the first term of the dividend or the new dividend by the first term of the divisor polynomial. So this gives me minus x. Okay, minus x. This is x square x cube. So definitely x square will cancel out. X will remain over here, but with negative sign. So here I do write minus x. Now I'll multiply this minus x with these three terms. So minus x into x square gives you minus x cube, minus x into x gives you minus x square, then minus x multiplied by 1 gives you minus x. Okay, again I do the subtraction, and this time, as I told you, whenever we have to subtract, we do change the sign. So instead of these three negative signs, actually I'll get here positive, here as well as positive, here as well as positive. Now as soon as I make it positive, this minus x cube plus x cube will cancel out. This minus x square plus x square will cancel out. Over here I will get 0x plus x, that is 1x. I do write this x. And then I will bring down one term. Now as I told you, there must be three terms in the dividend over here in this case, because there are three terms in the divisor, but there is only one term left over here, and this also shows that our long division is over. We have to stop over here because the degree of the remainder polynomial is less than the degree of the divisor polynomial. So this is the final answer. Just I have to include two more informations. That means first I do write what is the quotient polynomial, and then I do write whatever is the remainder polynomial. So thus qx over here, qx is equal to x square minus x, and rx is equal to x plus 4. Okay, so this is the final answer. Please note it down. So in this lecture we saw how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. Over there we have to take care two things. First of all, we have to write the dividend and the divisor polynomial in the standard form. That means in the order of the power of decreasing order of the power of the variable. Also, if there isn't any term or there are some terms which are missing according to the decreasing order of the power, so we have to include those terms with the help of zero coefficient. So that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you.